And I had a giant spider on my hat. Do you see him? All right, so we have a sweet little adventure today. I hope we're on the river and we're gonna go metal detecting, looking for colonial and Civil War relics. You can see the river is fairly clear. I mean, normally it's more clear than this, and it is definitely up a little bit, but not too bad. And if you notice, I have my equipment painted white so that when I forget to pick it up, I will easily be able to see it. My GoPro stick's the same way. Using my Vortex today. I have my name on it just in case. I don't think I'll have to worry about that. Actually, I was at a big hunt and I put my name on it just so there was no confusion. So I have my first something. It's not like the best relic in the world, but I do want to show it to you. First of all, let me just say the water is a lot deeper than it normally is this time of year. And by a lot, I mean probably 10 inches, which can make a big difference with the current and stuff. Not so much the height, but the current really picks up. Anyway, I had a little bit of a squeaker there. I've been digging around and I've been using my magnet to pick stuff up, and I got this is a blade or a cutter off a sickle bar mower. Kind of looks like a shark's tooth. Find a lot of these for some reason in the rivers. But I also just picked up a knife, like a butter knife of some sort. It looks like it has a wood handle, but I'm not 100%. Now, I don't think it's Civil War era, but it was down good in the mud, and I'm still getting a little bit of there's some more iron there, look. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put this away, and I'm gonna keep digging. There's a hole up there. I got a little bit of a squeaker still, so I'm gonna work on it some more. So I've got an interesting big piece of iron. Now I'm gonna dig all of the bigger iron in here because I have found artillery shells and bayonets and other things like that. So we're gonna dig the deep iron. Anywho, this is, I'm not sure what it is. It's got some weird looking, I think it's coppery things in there. Ah, boy, the outside almost looks like a belt would run around it. You get a big thick belt, but I'm not sure what that is, man. Oh, look, there's some little ball bearings in there. Now, if you found those ball bearings, they're probably steel. And people will think those are like grape shot or canister. But, you know, I suspect a lot of them are ball bearing, just like what's in there. All right, so, geez, I don't know what that is. If any of you guys have a clue, I'd appreciate it. I've never, ever found one of those. So I just dug this shovel. As you can see, it's been in there for a while. You can see the black patina. Now, they do have Civil War era shovels. They don't look exactly like this, but the way you can tell if they're older is this area right here is usually like a separate piece, and it'll often have rivets in it, going up, several rivets. So if you see that, you know it could possibly be Civil War era, but this is probably stamped with a machine. So that is, I mean, that could be 100 years old, but you know, it could be 50 too. Well, 50 also, although I guess it could be 52. Well, I got an iron signal right there, and I'm gonna put you under. I know you've seen them before, and I want you to try to guess what it is before I tell you. Hold your breath. Know what it is? I hope so, because I've found these in a lot of my videos, and if you know, that means you're, well, you are a repeat watcher. Anyway, this is a muskrat trap. Well, primarily a trap for muskrats. There's a big spring that I'm holding on right here, and you squeeze them together. There'd be one on the other side. It's broken off, and you open this little square up, and a muskrat will swim through it and hit a trigger. And this thing would close down around his body and head. So that's what it is, called a conibear trap. I mean, you could catch mink in there too. I used to trap when I was a kid, but I don't trap anymore, but I know what the different traps are. Conibear. I can't believe how many beautiful sounding iron targets I'm hearing today. I think this got washed out a little bit, and mark my words, we're going to find a good iron Civil War relic today. because I'm hearing stuff I've never heard before. Got a beautiful signal here, but you know what? That looks like concrete. And I tried to pry that thing up, but I couldn't, so I'm going to put you under and let you see what it is. Well, as you saw, that was concrete, or is concrete, and it's got a metal post through it. So I was hearing that metal post. I pulled on it, I couldn't get it out. We're just going to leave it. And I'm going to stick to this mud bank right here. Because if we got stuff like that, you can see how deep that mud is. There could easily be bullets and belt buckles and coins in here. So far, just iron, but we'll find something good. I have a feeling. So I have an interesting little find. It's a pocket knife. If we take a look at it, you can see that that's the copper I was hearing. It's a cute little thing. That could be used for most anything. I don't know how old that is. And that could be Civil War era, could be later. But I want you to notice two things. One, this little blade right here is open, so that means they were using it when they lost it. And look how worn down that is. And you can see it's got like a little area right here that's really worn down. That means that they sharpened this a lot. So this was somebody's favorite knife. I mean, they really loved it. They were willing to sharpen it a bunch. And yeah, it's a pretty cool little find. Oh, by the way, before you guys freak out about all this iron I'm digging, I like iron. I want to find some Civil War relics that are made of iron. And I have the vortex set up so I hear that iron. Now there's some buttons you can push and the iron will go away. But what fun is that, right? Well, this isn't iron, but you know what I mean. So what the heck do you think this thing is? Big, heavy piece of iron. You can see it sets onto something. And this side is quite flat, but it has some holes in it. So I guess there was some type of bale that went across the top to lift it up. I was thinking it might be, looks like horseshoes welded to it, but I don't think that's what it is. I was hoping it might be like part of a cooking vessel, but I'm kind of having my doubts. But boy, that was a big, beautiful signal. That could easily, I mean, there's plenty of iron there for that to have been a shell. Artillery shell. Cannonball. You know what I mean, for those of you that watch me. So this is kind of an interesting find. Now this is a piece of wood that has a little squeaker in it. And I'm always looking for, and you should be too, wood like this that has fired Civil War bullets in it. Because if a soldier fires into a tree or something, and the tree ends up in the river, it could very easily, if you're in a battle area, have bullets in it. And I found quite a few of those. But the only problem is the signal is too small to be a Civil War bullet of any type. I suspect it's a 22, modern 22 bullet. Still bebopping along, and man, I tell you, there's a lot of nice iron signals in here that I've missed on other trips. But it doesn't seem like I missed a lot of the bullet and belt buckle signals. Anyway, I just dug this. I mean, it's way down in that heavy clay. I don't know what it is. It kind of reminds me of like some type of weird muffler thing, but I have no idea. Do you? I don't think it's a muffler, but boy, I tell you, it's not solid. It's hollow on the inside. It's iron. Huh. Very strange. So I just wanted to show you this piece of iron. I don't know what it is, but it looks almost like a water pumpy thing. But anyway, if you notice, there's a piece of copper wire attached to it. Now, what that tells us is somebody used this for a weight in the river. Now, it could have been a weight for a small boat, but I suspect this was a weight for an animal trap. If you tie this to an animal trap, well, especially a leg hold, and you have a leg hold up against the bank, and say a raccoon gets in it, and he tries to come out in the water, this will drag him down and drown him. So that's what that is. Whenever you see that, it's one of two things. It's a boat anchor or a weight for a trap to drown something. At least that's my opinion. I can't really think of too many other reasons to do that. So I got something that's a little bit interesting, at least to me. I mean, you're probably going to find it not interesting at all, but I just want to show it to you. This is a core out of a concrete manhole, a round manhole. You can actually see the gravel and stuff in there. You can see that it's got that little dish shape in it. And on the other side, it's like the opposite way. This was facing on the outside of the manhole, and that was facing on the inside. You know, not a great find, but I just thought it was interesting because I really don't see a lot of these in the river. I mean, I've seen 1,000 of them and probably made 1,000 of them too in my day. I'm probably going to jinx myself, but I got a super duper signal right here. Kind of started digging it, but I haven't got down to it yet, but I wanted you to hear it. You ready? It's right in here. Oy. Just a reading like 85. That's just a sweet signal. Again, it's reading about 85. Should be right there. I'm going to put you under. I'm going to get the pin pointer out. Now, I haven't looked at it yet, but from past experience, this might be a Washington quarter. All right, you ready? The great unveil. Yep, it's a Washington quarter. Dang it. I've been finding a lot of these lately. That was a beautiful signal. Felt something biting my leg, but it's just a pinpointer rubbing against it. Anyway, yeah, Washington quarter, not a great find, but we'll continue. And maybe the next one will be a silver Washington quarter. So I wanted to show this to you because if you ever really do any that's heavy. Broke my wrist. If you ever do any river hunting, you're going to find these things. This is actually part of a plow point, plow shear, I guess. You can see I guess it's broken, maybe, I don't know. But you find a lot of these because I don't know if farmers pitch them in or people use them for boat anchors. Sometimes when you dig them up, you see how black it is. It really smells like sulfur, and this one certainly did. But man, that much iron could easily be a cannonball. So I'm still have my hopes up that we're gonna find something good. So I have my first little baby homemade sinker. It's cut out of a piece of lead. You can see that little slot going across it. Usually that's where they'd put the line through and then kind of crush it, but it also looks like there's a hole in the end, so they might have run it through there. But yeah, that's not the greatest one, but we'll take it. So I just dug a nice little coppery signal. It's way down in the mud. But what this is, if you ever find one, at least I do believe, this is the end of a fishing pole. That's a copper alloy there, but I'm pretty sure what that's going to be. And this would be a little handle. We whip it out. You know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, so that's probably a handle of a fishing pole or something. So I always have to put the or something because I really don't know 100%. So I have a signal I'm working on here, and I can feel it, and it feels kind of like a can maybe, but it's really down in that like hard, well, very dense clay. So I'm not so sure it's going to be like a Ham's can or a Wiedemann can, but I don't know what it is. Well, I wasn't too far off. It's not a Ham's or Wiedemann's. It is a Gunther beer can. Boy, I tell you, I don't know how those things get down in that thick clay like that. Gunther. I know this isn't very exciting, but I thought I'd show it to you in case you guys find one. This is the blade to a sickle. Well, a sickle. The handle, wooden handle, would have been attached right there, and that's the blade going out that is rotted off. Now a sickle is one of those things that you see them harvesting things like back in the old days before they had mechanical stuff to do it, you know, threshers and whatnot. That, you know, you'd hold it in two hands with a big long handle and just go like that back and forth, and that's how you would cut the grass or the grains. But yeah, you'll probably find one or two of these in your travels when you're out there. Even on land you'll find them, but yeah, just a sickle blade. Well, here's another homemade sinker. Now this is possible that it's made out of a bullet. If you look right there, you can see a line going across, maybe a little line in the base. That might be where the base was crushed. So I finally found something a little older than me. This is a flat button. You can see the shank on the back. It even has, if you look closely, it has some of the thread still stuck in it. I do believe that's thread. Nice old flat button, I'll take her. It's only going to get better from here. Can't get much worse, can it? Boy, can you guess what this thing is? It's pretty rough. This is a padlock. It's made out of not a great metal, so it's not terribly old. But that's where the key would go in. This is the body, and this is the loop across the top right here. Got a lot of stuff attached to it. Now you find a lot of these in the river because people would tie up their boats, you know, the trees and stuff. They put chains around them, and you just find a lot of these, and quite a few of them are actually broken. That one is too. I just found a little fired round ball, so that's a good sign. That's a bullet at least. And I had a giant spider on my hat. Do you see him? I don't see him anymore. So I just got a flattened piece of lead pretty close to where I found that bullet. So I don't know if that's from a fired bullet or what. Doesn't look melted, but it's really flat for being a fired bullet. Looky, got a spoon. I'm not sure how old that is. You can see this is a copper alloy and it was plated to look silver. And it might have a maker's mark on it. Looks like it does right there. I'm not going to say how old that is. That's a parasol top, you know, like a little umbrella, a little fancy umbrella they used to use. Well, that's an umbrella top, basically. The little splines that hold the umbrella open went through those little grooves right there. Here's something kind of neat. I actually saw it as I was walking by. You see the end of it down there. It's a little thing in the shaft that comes down this way. And if we look at it, I'm gonna pull it out of here. This is from an old wagon. This is where the spokes would have been coming out of the coming out of this hub here. So this would have been an old wooden wheeled wagon. Pretty neat, huh? Think we should take it home with us? I don't think so. That's way too heavy for me. There you go. I hate to say it, but it's about time we head on home. Unfortunately, the river is a lot higher than I like it. We can't really metal detect out in there, and I know there's some bullets out in there. I found them before, and I've left them before. So if no one else has found them in the meantime, they're still there. We didn't do great today, but we did find some stuff, and I got on the river on a 97-degree day. So there's nothing wrong with that right there, is there? I'm a happy camper. In fact, I'm getting a little chilly. So we'll catch you on the next one, I hope. Next one is going to be massive amounts of fantastic finds. Or not. We'll see you then, I hope. Exactly what she's saving, where it is, or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying, or if you're living, or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go